It's a pleasure to have you
Great to see you again, Ricardo. How are
to
you?
have you here in the Nissan Leaf. This is the light version of the Nissan Leaf with a great a battery of 62 kilowatts
Yeah,
hour.
brand new one. I think this is what Nissan really needed with Bolt out there. With other players coming to the market such as Kona. So it's really good that there's a long-range Leaf out there now.
I think that these kinds of range really changes the electric car. I've done a road trip with Hyundai Kona, and it's incredible. You forget the problem of the range with these kinds of range.
Yeah, I think that's the real barrier is to make sure that customers are never concerned. And once you get to that, 400 kilometers of range or so, people do forget that because their regular car has that type of range. My cars that I've had that are IC, that's the range that they have. And even if there's on a long trip, maybe there is a wait to do the charge, but for everyday usage and for even extended journeys, it's still no problem at all. And that's what people are looking for.
Yeah, at the end of the day, with these kinds of cars, you have all days in the morning. For instance, 2,094 miles to go every day.
Right, exactly.
In a petrol car, you see the petrol going down, but this every day you have.
You wake it up, and there it is, right? It's full every morning, and there's no going to fuel stations, and there's no dealing with smelliness, and there's no dealing with credit cards jamming in the machines. For me, that's damn good.
James, I'm really happy to talk with you. I'm here in CES for 4 days, and I've seen some kinds of things that I would like to discuss a little bit with you.
Yeah.
For instance, I think the approach of Toyota is not new. The approach of the Toyota Guardian and Chauffeur is not new in terms of autonomous cars, but it is getting mature.
Right.
It is getting mature.
Right.
The Guardian, especially the Guardian, who puts the things on the reaction and not on the proactivity of a system, it seems very smart. What do you think about it?
Well, I think there's a couple of things that's interesting about it. One is that it says, autonomous technology is still not tomorrow. It's still not next week. It's still not even 2 or 3 years' time. It's still a technology that's maturing. It's still a technology that's going to take a while before we'll see the full level 4 and level 5 autonomous technology out there. So I think that question of saying, well, what can we do in the meantime? What can we do to help save people's lives, help reduce accidents, help make people really better drivers, I think is a great approach.
Yes, because at the end of the day, what really matters is safety.
Totally. We see 40,000 people a year just in the US die in car accidents. So anything that we can do, both from a social side, I think there's a massive social impetus to help reduce that road toll. It's one of the critical health factors out there that needs to be challenged. And the second, because it's on that side a health problem, there's also a monetary impact. So by dramatic reduction, you're not only reducing and saving people's lives, but it's the associated costs with that are going to fall dramatically. And that really great things. They're really great motivators and making sure that this technology is out there.
And here in CES is everything around autonomous driving.
Right.
When I was writing my post yesterday about the day, I found myself that I have written the word autonomous 3 times in the same sentence. You know what? It's every place. And other thing that I would like to talk with you is the approach of BMW with the autonomous bike. They are not building that impressive bike in order to have an autonomous motorbike. They want to develop the better technology in order to develop after safety devices for the manual motorcycles. What do you think about this approach?
Well, frankly, it's the same approach as the Guardian system, really. When you think about it, it's about improving the driver's safety chances on a motorcycle. And we all know that motorcycles are dangerous. Let's not forget that. We see accident rates around 10 to 12 times that of cars, just because you're exposed, just because drivers don't pay attention. There's all those things that make motorcycles more dangerous. And by BMW doing this, being able to reduce the potential danger out there, it really makes for access of freedom of motorcycling. And for me, growing up riding a motorcycle, it's so much fun to be out in the open, to be almost free and experience the bike. And I totally get that. And to be able to make that safer, I think is awesome.
And having a guardian about the driver is fantastic.
Right.
It's very high, but last question before this starts. I think that we have time. Another thing that I've seen is the chassis being produced in order to receive different bodies, using the simplicity of the electrical architecture. Don't you think that this will allow many new OEMs to arrive to the industry?
Well, frankly, we're seeing that already, and we're seeing concepts from, idea guys, small OEMs such as Open Motors that are really, really exploring these topics. They're saying, okay, we've got a simple, basic chassis, we've got a simple, basic drive system, but this top part, what can we do to make this, update this? As the age of that potential vehicle progresses, we want to update the technology much, much quicker. We know that vehicles in the past, once the technology's there, you're basically done. You can't update those things. And it's only through the introduction of Tesla that those updates have been able to occur. But to be able to change bodies, to be able to change that user interface and that user experience with that vehicle, especially in a shared situation, is a huge win. And it's a huge move forward in my opinion.
As always, it was fantastic to talk with you. Thank you very much. And we will see here in CES and in LinkedIn, where we are all the time.
We are, aren't we? That's for sure. Well, it's great to see you too, Ricardo. And look, it's great. It's a pleasure to be here at CES. And, I think there's so many exciting and great things here that it's just wonderful to be here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Ricardo.